Welcome back, students. Now that you have practiced your English reading skills, we will read the reading together. I would like you to please read along with me. I am going to read and I would like you to read out loud as well. Let's begin. Every class has its own rules. Rules are instructions that show us how to behave in certain situations. We have rules for many situations in our lives, such as being a driver, being a passenger on a bus, being an employee at work, or being a student in the classroom. Rules in the classroom mean that there are instructions that each student should get to know and follow in order to succeed in their class. Several teachers and students were asked to come up with a list of class rules, and these are the rules that they came up with. These rules were created by students and teachers in the classroom. Number 1 is arrive to class on time. Very important. Next, bring all the necessary things that you think you will need for class, such as a notebook, a pencil, and an eraser. Treat your teacher and your classmates with respect. Listen and do not interrupt the teacher. Pay attention and be ready to participate during the lesson. Complete activities on time. Do not let activities pile up. Get to know your class routine and follow it. Try not to speak in your native language during class. Speak in English instead. This here is a very important rule. Think in English. I always ask my students to do this when they are in my class. Think in English. When you're in class and you're thinking about the lesson, try not to think in your native language. Instead, think in English. Do not feel discouraged if you do not pass a test in class. Not passing a test means that you need extra English practice. Remember this proverb, practice makes perfect. The last and final rule is have fun learning English, and please follow and respect the class rules. Now that we've looked at the list of the class rules that teachers and students came up with, are there any other class rules that you think you can add to this list? In conclusion, respecting and following the class rules will help teachers and students establish a wonderful class community where students will be able to achieve their class goals of learning English. Let's have a look at activity number 7. Activity number 7 is a true or false activity. True means that something is correct. False means that something is incorrect. Let's have a look. In this activity, we have 6 statements. We have to decide whether each statement is true, correct, or false, incorrect. Let's have a look at the first one. Rules are instructions that show us how to behave in certain situations. So this is statement number 1. The instructions are telling us that we must write true or false for each of the following statements. So we're going to write true or false in the blue boxes here. So what do you think? Statement number 1. Rules are instructions that show us how to behave in certain situations. According to the reading, do you think that is a true statement or do you think that is a false statement? So according to the reading, number 1 is a true statement, and that's exactly what I want you to do for this activity. I'd like you to write true or false for each statement. So this is your activity. We're going to pause the video now. Please head over to NETOL, download the activity. Now, the activity format is either in PDF or it's also in a slide format where you can actually write on the activity. So your choice. If you download the PDF, you will have to print it maybe and then write. Other students prefer to just write the answers in their notebooks at home. So if you prefer to do that, go ahead and do that. Come back when you're finished and we'll take up your answers. See you soon.